It's a little low on my end.
Hey, what's going on, social media world? We are back on Skill Sets the Asset with your boy, Tony Clopton, and your girl, MK. Melissa King, what's happening? What's happening?
I'm here. What happening there?
Hey, hey, I'm enjoying myself. Hey, I'm on vacation. Y'all, don't y'all bother me. Don't y'all bother me.
Some people just take vacations whenever they choose. Everybody ain't got it like that.
I know, and I gotta stop doing that. That's not fair. That's not fair. Life's not fair. Get over it.
Right, you right. You
Mhm.
right. I guess I need to be thankful for them that little Friday and Monday I had off and get over it, huh?
That's right. Be over that. Somebody got to work. Somebody got
You
to work,
right.
y'all. Yeah,
You right. Until this millionaire lifestyle kick in.
yeah.
Only thing I hate about summertime, them little damn drunkards, them little gnats get
Them
started.
Lynette.
I
Oh man.
can't stand it.
Mm, mm.
I don't care
Well,
how much you clean, they
hmm
still pop their little tails up. But sorry, I got distracted.
It's
What's
okay. Okay.
up?
It's okay. All is good. Like I say, I'm on vacation, and I've been riding a motorcycle. I got a mean motorcycle, y'all. It's a higher booster, 1300. Been all over the country,
I
all over
saw
the
you.
country, and up the interstate. Yep, I have.
Look,
Yeah,
I seen your motorcycle over the weekend. You were posting pictures. It
yeah,
looked
yeah.
mighty clean.
Yeah,
You
she
ride
clean.
much?
Yeah, yeah. I ride all the time. I'm a rider. They call her Nasty Blue. It's Nasty Blue. We
Okay,
call it. Yeah, we gets down.
okay.
But yeah, I decided to come back home. Been in my in-laws, and I definitely wanted to stay consistent. Tuesdays and Thursdays, like we said, dropping some financial knowledge. So, what's going on? How's people's Fourth of July? Well, we want to ask how people what you been up to, Melissa?
You know what? I did absolutely nothing. I took the 4th of July weekend and just got some rest, goofed off, hung out with baby girl. That was pretty much it.
Okay,
Went over to the folks' house, ate some good food, you know,
okay.
spent some money.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But but it was a write-off. You know why? Because while I was spending money, I was educating.
Okay.
When I was at my parents' house, I was educating them once again
Yes.
on why I, as their daughter, has a
Hmm.
home-based business, why Naya has a home-based business, why it's important. So
Absolutely.
it was a business. It was a relaxed weekend, but I'm always, you know, working.
That's right.
I'm
That's right.
always representing my business. So
Yeah. So let's dive into this segment, and I definitely want to talk a little bit about teamwork in our type of business because we understand that you can leverage uh, teams, and you can leverage your job, you can leverage your house, your cars, and things like that. And in our type of business, we just want to kind of help educate people because, like Melissa said, a lot of people spend a lot of money. Man, I heard somebody spend $1,000 worth of fireworks
oh,
up
you
in
know
smoke.
what? It's amazing. I remember growing up, what, 30 years ago, when I was a teenager, and it was a big deal that folks went out and spent over $100 on fireworks. When you said over 1,000, I was like, people spend that kind of money for real
Yes.
on fireworks? Cause I'm not into it, so I don't buy them. But I didn't realize inflation had hit the fireworks too.
Oh yeah. 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 We had what bottle rockets. We had firecrackers, the little sparkly things. You know, something that
Sparklers
ain't gonna hurt you.
and them
They
little
got
the
stuff to
ones
blow
that
up a
was
building.
twisted up together,
Yeah.
and you pull them apart and light them, and the smoke bombs and all that
Yeah.
stuff to change colors. They
Yeah. They
they
can blow up.
act like they doing what you call it, pyretics or whatever now. Like
Oh
they
man.
some professionals.
Oh man. This stuff that got expensive, man. But look. Hey, I barely made it home the other day. I rode my bike and I was like, man, I hope nobody get funny and want to shoot the rocket at the motorcycle. So I was like, let me get home as fast as I can. And I made it home safe, thank God. But yeah, I just like I say, I wanted to talk a little bit about teamwork and how we are building a team, man. Shout out to DTL, which they highlighted me on
Drop
Sunday.
it, baby. I
Hey, y'all
saw
better get on that. Y'all
Drop
get on that,
it.
y'all. We
Um,
building teams.
exactly. I'm trying to pull up the thing on Facebook so I can speak to everybody because I know
Okay.
you doing your thing. I see some on YouTube. Hey Pandy.
Hey,
Hey,
pandemic.
sincerely yours, Nadia
Sincerely
A.
yours. All right.
Jaden 0428 say hello,
Okay.
Tony.
Hey
Hello,
now.
host.
What's
You
up, fam?
know what's up? They up in here. So
Yeah.
for some reason my Facebook being trashy. I can't get on here to see who's
Okay.
on Facebook for some reason. Give it a minute. You know my computer.
Hey, I can't even, hey, old folk in technology, right? Hey, I'm just barely getting on StreamYard, but hey, I appreciate everybody
But
for popping on. Like I say, we definitely want to talk about teamwork and how you can leverage people. Like, look, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not great at technology as far as the creative part. Man, Melissa's great on the videos, and Pandy is as well. And I definitely want to connect with people like that. But I think that everybody wants to grow their business, but everybody ain't always got the right key components, right? So I
right.
think teamwork is great. Like when you talk about people's strengths and their weaknesses, man, we can use that in our team, in our business. Man, we definitely using that leverage. Like, hey, I got somebody that understands how to put a YouTube video together. I understand
Right.
people who know how to grow a YouTube page, man. And I think it's nothing but the grace of God that connects you with like-minded people that you don't have to over-explain stuff. Like, say less
Exactly.
sometimes, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I definitely agree. When it comes to teamwork, like you said, everybody bring their thing. Like,
Mm.
we always say you the professional hype man. You can hype up a room just by coming in and doing your little Easter pond, I call it your little Easter
My
speech you
Easter
do.
for
Yeah, you come in, do your little Easter speech, and people get inspired, and they
right.
what I'm
Hey,
talking about.
man. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I got that. I got that entrepreneur's creed from Les Brown. And
Go
man,
on,
when
hit the
he's
phone one time. Hit the
oh
phone.
man, oh that's a small snippet. I chose not to be a common man. It is my right to be uncommon if I can. Oh boy, that's in my spirit right there, MK. I'm preaching. I'm preaching
I,
now. Man, when I heard that, I was like, ooh, that's me. That's me. I don't want to be a common man. I don't want to be average. I want to be above average. And man, he
right.
was speaking to me on that, y'all. So, man, I appreciate y'all listening. Man, my wife and baby, boy, you talking about somebody that laughed at me for days. They talking about I sound like Elmer Fudd. You sound like Bugs Bunny. And I said, you know something? That's okay. They talked about God. They talked about Jesus. It's fine. Boy,
No,
my baby.
you know what had me tickled? You was up there like when I first heard you do it. I was like, he up there like he done studied that Easter speech for
I
like
did.
6 weeks for the
It
program,
was in me. Hey,
and
I
you
had to
was
learn that.
ready.
I was ready. I sure
You was
was.
ready.
Yeah,
Cause
you
I
can't
was
take that
waiting
from
on
me.
you to. Look, I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of long, so I was waiting on you to stumble. You would read that thing like you wrote it.
Oh, I got it. I got it. But yeah, now that's like I say, it's like the connection of people, and they give. We can feed off each other. You can feed off people's energy just like you can feed off people's negativity. Man, I'm gonna
Right,
tell you, if you come with
right.
negative, I can literally feel you, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I ain't got time for you today. God bless you and
I'm
good night.
telling you. The best example they gave for negative people to me is a wet blanket, because a wet blanket would mess up everything.
Oh man,
And,
yeah,
and that's exactly what negativity feels like, and it runs people away
right,
because people don't want to be a part of something when every time you come together is So I do like the fact that when you build your team, you get to kind of get a feel for who bringing that positivity, and usually the good part is the positive people stick around.
yeah,
You
that's
know,
right, yeah,
usually negative people aren't gonna wanna when they figure out ain't nobody listening to them complain,
yeah,
or
They'll move
wine
on.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Exactly. They
You
move
know,
on. You know, it is what it is.
I heard somebody say this, and this might make sense to you and people out there. You have to speak what you want to attract. You know what I'm saying? So it's
I
like
believe
if you
that.
come on a video and you're talking about a lot of negative stuff, the negative people are gonna draw to that. You know. So I always when I do videos, regardless of what's going on around me, I want to remain positive, no matter how bad situations may be. You got to find that little silver lining, and people are attracted to positivity, and
You're
that's what I
right.
always want to promote is motivation and positivity all the
Well,
time.
you know what? Out of the thousands of videos I done seen you do, I don't think I ever seen you come with anything less than if people was to look at your videos, they would think every day of your life is great.
Right?
You bring that,
Yeah,
you know what? I don't care what's going on. It's great.
it's gonna be all right. Yeah,
And I like that. Some of us, I'm one of them people. This has always been my problem. Whatever I'm thinking
it
is
come out
I don't it's on my face. It's like
right.
it don't matter
Yeah,
if I'm trying to be upbeat. If I'm pissed, you gonna know I'm pissed because it's gonna be in there.
right.
So that's not a quality of mine.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why I'm like, if I ain't feeling it, I just leave it alone because I would rather not come on at all than to bring some negativity. But you always
Hmm.
bring positive energy. That's a talent. We
Yeah.
ain't
Oh,
we all don't have it.
yeah, and genuine. I tell you one thing that I started to understand too is it's like if you're going through something, it's like
Mhm.
it's that's your testing, and you
Right.
got to realize that even though it seems bad right now, I know something good gonna come out of it. So I always sit back and I wait and I watch and I try to remain positive because maybe I'm gonna see how strong you really are. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hit you with this. I'm like, oh, he
Right.
did pretty good with that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be positive all the time. Yeah.
Yes, Panda says positive vibes. I definitely agree. Cause
Yeah.
it's like, you hear so many motivational speakers say every test ends up being a testimony.
Yeah.
So, and it's true. It's like when you were talking about that, it took me back to I think I've told you guys before about how right after I joined my econ in 20 at the I joined at the end of 2015. In 2016, that following summer, I was laid off for 3 months, and I was trying my best to just be like, "It's gonna be fine," you know. I ain't
Hmm.
worried about it, but I was. It's easier said than done
Right.
because everything is a test of faith, and I'm like, you know what? You've been working for all these years, being laid off, you will find something else. And I kept telling myself that, but telling it and feeling it was two different things. But
Yeah.
when I look back
Yeah.
on it, it was like, even before it happened, it's like the Lord had put me in the right place because I had already got that emergency plan
Hmm.
together
Hmm.
and had just that's like last week, I was talking to you last week and I told you a car cutting off on me. I don't know what's wrong with it. I did a video, but I hadn't finished the editing on it. But
Hmm.
it's just it hit different when that stuff pop up and you go to the shop and you like how much it's gonna cost me. And
Right.
then when she came back and she was like $200 some dollars, now don't get me wrong, I wasn't happy. But it wasn't like, oh Lord, I can't pay my rent. Oh Lord, I ain't gonna be able to pay my car. No, because of this
Yeah.
cutting into that money. So it's a very relieving feeling when you've learned to kind of plan ahead and
Yeah.
put something somewhere and
Right.
don't touch it.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part, putting something somewhere and not touching
Yeah.
it.
You know what?
So,
I tell you that testimony you said, and I know a lot of our business partners know what I'm saying when I say this. Is like it's like you have to condition your mind to do what's right. I mean, when you're younger, you probably made a lot of bad decisions. I know I did. At
yes,
48, I
Lord.
started realizing. I said, okay, I gotta figure out how I can put that emergency fund in place because there's always an emergency around the corner, right? And
Right,
you know what? In this business, it's almost like people can smell thirstiness on you. Like when I talk about my business, I'm talking about what it did for me. I'm not talking about what it's going to do for you. It's
right.
like when you talk about the testimony about what something that you use help you, it's
Mhm.
real. And that's what I like to put out. I say, look, if even if you don't join my business today, eventually you will, and you may recognize that it can help you. So,
Right.
hey, if you don't join me, I'm not mad at you. It's like you
Right.
just ain't figured it out yet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, hey, maybe I need to take a look at what he has to offer.
Right.
You know,
Personal finance success is
personally.
something that you can't even really put no dollar amount on what it's gonna get you because it's personal and it's teaching you how to work with what you have.
Yeah.
So my testimony ain't gonna be your testimony, but we got the same strategies. So what
Right.
we make of them really just depends on how we, exercise the strategies. So
Right.
I'm just glad that, like I said, I joined 6 months before that had that happen, and I hadn't joined those credit cards and stuff that I paid off in those 6 months prior to me being laid off. I don't know what I've been trying to figure out how I'm gonna pay them. And I ain't gonna lie, in the past when I was younger, my way of dealing with stuff when I ain't had the money for it was to ignore it.
Yeah.
Don't go to the mailbox for
Wow.
bills in there.
Let it pile up.
Or yeah, when I was younger, that was I'm like, what am I open the mail for? I ain't got the money. So what is gonna stress me out? Know how much I owe that I don't have? And that was my tactic in my 20s because I ain't gonna get into that long drawn out story because we've all made mistakes when it comes to credit. But I paid for that, I paid for that in the long run. You think like when you ignore something and it's gonna go away. That's why now I be like trying to figure out who all do I owe? Do I owe anybody that I forgot? Because I think prior to honestly, I don't think I ever ran my credit report prior to turning 30 years old. And we got people like Lakivia around here that's what, 20, she's 25.
25, yeah.
And she talking about what she done did in the last 5 years. That's why I be like,
she done been here before. I'm gonna get it out of her. Well, you done been here before.
I'm not gonna lie, prior to 35, no, maybe prior to 33, I never ran a credit report on my own. I've applied for stuff and people came back and told me whether I was denied or not, but as far as going in and getting it myself, I had never done it. And see, now I'm looking at it like every other month, trying to make sure nothing has popped up and all that type of stuff. So I hope these young people are paying attention and don't repeat. I put a post out the other week. Let's change the generational curse about bad credit and let's start some new stuff. Let's start generational good credit.
Yeah. Let me ask you something, Melissa. It's like I'm trying to stay on topic when we talk about teamwork and helping build the team. What do you think? Who do you think you're attracting? Like based on what you speak about, who do you think you're actually like your niche market is to? Like when you're talking to the camera, do you have anybody in mind that you're trying to reach out to, or are you just all over? What do you think?
I think I kind of just throw it out there for everybody. But usually when I do get like inquiries or feedback, it's from like people in my age group, 40 plus, people who are definitely looking to improve their credit or get into investing is what I run into more so than anything. Because, when you get 40 plus, you're looking at retirement, you're looking at not wanting to work for the next 20 years.
Right.
So usually that's who I've seen drawn to me. Now I won't say I haven't had any younger people because I have had those that have come to me, and it's usually credit too. So I think the credit is like probably the biggest thing, but I think that may too be a little bit biased because that's the biggest of where my story, my story was I rebuilt my credit.
Yeah.
I paid down my debt. So people, like you said, generally when you give a testimony and people hear what things have done for you, whatever you speak the most passionately about or what's impacted you the most, that's the crowd that's going to be drawn to you. So Maybe
Hmm.
if I spoke more about some of the other things, I might get more. But honestly, I think the credit repair and the investment is portion is the
Okay.
biggest what I've gotten. What about yourself?
Okay. So, I'm thinking we have so much to offer in our business. You really have to kind of like, like close the gap in because we can be all over.
Mm-hmm.
One in this business, and I'm thinking all the teammates that we had come into our business, it's like they all joined for one particular reason. So I think the
Mm-hmm.
listening part of our business is to know what somebody needs. And it's
Right.
really hard, but you're right. Tell your story and then allow those people to come to you. Like me personally, I'm
Mm-hmm.
always talking about employees, how they can bring home more take home pay because that's one
Right.
thing that I knew I was giving away thousands and thousands of dollars, and that resonates in my soul when I'm like, man, now it makes sense. I'm working all this overtime at a plant
Yeah.
job. I'm
Yeah.
listening to everybody at work talking about, man, they killing me in my check. I done worked all this overtime. My feet hurting, my back hurting. So when they talk about that stuff, man, that just fuels me. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm passionate about is just helping people get that extra take home pay and W-4 and talking about what the government say about them holding your money like it's an interest free loan. That's why I can
Right.
speak on that like fluently. And I'm a regular auto worker. I talk about, hey, I'm working out. I'm trying to keep my body in shape, man. Cause people bodies get broke down, right?
True.
So that's what that's my lane is employees, take home pay, keeping your body and your health together so you can make that money, but at the same time, try to figure out how you can not overpay and maximize all of your energy and effort. So that's my lane. And with me and you, Melissa, when people come into our business, we have to help them find their lane because they're like, well, I don't know
That's
what I'm
true.
supposed to do. How do
That's true.
I market this? So what
Yeah.
attracted you? Why did you come here? Well, I just
Yeah.
need to fix my credit. Okay, you got that credit fixed. Let me show you something else. And now you can build these skill sets. That's why I
Right.
like our business has like a big library. It's like a college, right? You don't
Yeah.
have to have this bachelor's or master's degree. And we got people making six figures. So people go to school to make the money, right? To get
Right.
more money. But
Right.
it's all about learning something that you can share with other people.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm mad at you
Oh,
because you didn't find out about this business sooner.
oh, oh,
Because at the point that you found out about it, I
yeah.
wasn't getting overtime no more.
Ooh, ooh.
Had I known when I was like, when I first moved back to Birmingham and started working at UAB, they were killing us. I was doing, I was working my regular 80 hours for the 2 weeks, and I would have at least 20 plus hours each week to add on to that 80. And you know, though, it would, everybody was like, oh, overtime, overtime. But I was like, Texas, Texas killing me. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Hmm.
So had I known back then, that probably would have been more of my testimony too. But by the time I met you, I was in a position where I wasn't getting no overtime. So I guess even though, now I ain't gonna lie, I was excited about bringing that extra $400 a paycheck home.
Right. Yeah.
But when I was thinking about all that overtime that I was getting, that I could have been like bringing more of that home, I
Mm,
just started feeling sick. I'm like,
yeah. You can't worry about
you
that.
too
That's
late.
water under the bridge, right?
Water under the bridge. But yeah,
Water
you
under
should
the
have found
bridge.
out about this sooner.
Yeah. But you know what we can do? What I
But
like is the fact that what I learned, I can share it. And you talking about a great feeling when they was like, man, I ain't never heard of that. You've never heard of income shifting? Like I'm feeling bold, like I just learned myself. But
right,
to teach
right, right.
somebody their eyes light up, like, wow, man, I've been overpaying my taxes. You mean to tell me I can get that money back in my pocket? Yes, you can. And
And
man,
it's
that's when
legal.
yeah, it starts off, man. I'm like, boy, I just feel so blessed when I'm helping somebody. But like I
I
say,
do
people
too.
come, people go. And like I say, some people take that little extra money, go buy some trash, and then end up
Sure.
saying, hey, the monthly fee is too much for me. Man, you didn't create another bill because they never got it here. They got it in their pocket, but they never got it in the head.
But the monthly bill too much for you, and it's $30. But when you started my income and you shifted your income, you started bringing home an extra $200 a paycheck, but the $30, okay,
They missed it. Hey, it's process. It's levels to this, and
yeah,
what I've learned is try to make sure that you are explaining it the right way, because I think people get in and like I say, I get excited. I say, oh man, adjusting my W-4, got some extra money back in my pocket. Man, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But they that's all they heard. You got extra $200 in your pocket. Oh man, I'm finna ball. No, you don't ball. You don't ball. You pay something off, and so
right,
you can create more income.
right.
Like
And
following instructions.
we're not saying don't treat yourself to
Yeah,
anything, but let's remember the big picture. The
yeah,
big picture is this extra income is helping you get to later on. You ain't even got to work. So what's blowing it now gonna do to help you when later on down the road you 65 and you want to retire, but
yeah,
you looking at what you get if you retire today, what you gonna bring home, and you
yeah.
like, I can't live about that.
Mm,
So it's like you gotta be able to think beyond, not tomorrow, not beyond next month.
yeah,
Because I ain't gonna lie, when I was younger, I was, I ain't gonna say I thought I was gonna live forever, but it was like, shoot, I ain't gonna retire for another 40 years. I'm 20 something years old, started, and I could kick myself because when I first started working, I was with the hospital, and at that point, they was matching your retirement. For every dollar you put in, they was putting in four to
okay.
one.
Wow.
When I left,
No
I
more.
got my money
Mhm.
and I took it with me.
Right.
Imagine if I had left it in there.
Yeah.
I started working there. I started working for UAB before let me see, I was like 25, 26. I'm 47.
Hmm.
Shoot, I might have been able to retire. But like you said, water under the bridge, and I'm
Yeah.
just worrying about it now.
Yeah.
But I
Can't keep
tell,
harping on it. You just got to keep moving forward. Right.
right. But
Yeah.
I don't mind telling the story because I want to let the younger people, like my goddaughter and my godson who are in their mid-20s, I try to make sure that they hear me so they can learn from my mistakes,
Yeah.
and I'm proud of them because they're both doing really, really well. And I'm
Hmm.
just hoping, other people will catch on and be like, oh, I'm doing that now. Let me stop.
Yeah. 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 The toughest part about older people is they can get like, for one, they hard headed. They don't like to listen. It's hard to
Right.
tell somebody what to do with their money.
You're right.
Like I could be a millionaire right now and try to explain to somebody about what I did and how I did it, and somebody would be reluctant to receive the information because it came from me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, like I say, all I can do is continue to try to educate people on what we have, and don't get in your feelings, because people get in their feelings. The one that's closest to them, like, man, I don't understand why they don't get it. They
Right.
should get it. They over there struggling, blah blah blah. It's like I
Yeah.
don't judge nobody because I know it's like you couldn't have told me nothing when I was 20 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like I got too much going on in my head. I
Yeah.
ain't trying to listen to old school. Old school. You
And
know what I'm talking about?
we all go through that where you like, as soon as you hear about it, and as soon as you see it work for you, the first thing you want to do is like, oh, I know who this would be perfect for, and
Yeah,
and this will get them out of debt, and this in your head, you done already figured it out for them.
for them. Yeah,
But just because you saw the value in it doesn't mean that they're gonna see the value.
right.
And that's a hard pill to swallow because
Yeah,
you like, this same person gonna be coming to me in 2 weeks complaining to me about money
yeah,
and blah blah. But everybody have to come to their own conclusion at their own time. And I think another big part in teamwork too, you know, is having people that remind you of just that. That everybody not gonna want to do it. Don't get discouraged. Don't look at it like you're not good at what you do, because when you're trying to, I've never been a sales person, and I
mm-hmm.
don't even feel like now that with this business that I try to sell anybody anything. I
Mm-hmm.
like the fact it feels like I provide education, because you can take education and do what you want to with it. It's
Yeah,
not like selling an actual product. So
right.
I like that part of it. But people get so bogged down into, well, I haven't made a sale. I haven't gotten anybody to join. The people that join quit, you know, and they let that be their scale on how well they're doing in the business. But
right, yeah,
you know, that's only a small part of it. You
yeah,
know, it's my economy, it's your economy. So
right.
you can't judge how well you do based on a third party.
Oh yeah,
You know,
and
it's like,
mostly your family and friends. Because I mean, I targeted a lot of my friends and family because I knew them, knew their situations better. But like shout out to Andre Stinson. He was saying that he admired me going to work every day because I can leverage my job because I have people in close proximity of me, and I'm hearing their
right,
stories. But for him,
right,
he's still working his business. He may have to go out to find people, and I'm close knit with folks. I'm hearing about them. I want to retire, but I ain't got the money. Hey, I'm
yeah,
sending my baby through college or high school, or I just had a grandbaby. I need to put some money away. So I'm picking and choosing who I want to work with because ultimately, like you say, you got to protect your own peace. And
right.
you don't want to I don't have to bring on everybody in my business. Just because you got $34.95 to get started, don't mean I have to say, hey, I'll take you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'll be like, something, you're gonna be a headache. I can feel it. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
But I try to
don't
be,
start telling them headaches.
yeah, I try to give people a benefit of the doubt because a lot of people are stuck in the employee mentality and they'll
Right.
bring it to their business. And it's like, okay, how do
I
I
did.
help them transition? Hey,
I
this is
did
a
that.
business. You're working on your own time. You're not gonna get a lot of people to join your business because they stuck in that mindset as well. So
Right.
you're just trying to calm them
And,
down and get them to
and,
just
and
work the system.
it's not their fault. It's just like it wasn't our fault when we first started because that's all we know. You
Yeah,
are you are trained to be an employee.
yeah,
That's all you ever been into, unless you grew up in an entrepreneurial. Some families are just
yeah,
entrepreneurs, not mine. Some are just like
yeah,
naturally have their own business. So if you don't grow up with that influence, which is why I'm trying so hard to, let Naya see that yes, I want you to go to school. Yes, I want you to get a good job. But yes, I want you to understand how important it is to have your own business. Because we're so used to being programmed to be employees that
yeah. Like this,
it's hard to break that cycle.
right?
It's very
Robotic.
hard.
Yeah,
And it's like with a job, with a W-2 job, it's like, you know what you gotta do, you know when you're gonna get paid, you know how much you're gonna get paid. There's not a lot of variance in there for surprises or dips and all that. It's like very straightforward. And I'm not saying some people are more comfortable with that, but it's what we're used to, you
hmm
know. But then
yeah,
when you start getting into like people who I always admired Brian Bean because he would say he worked a job for maybe 2 weeks and he
yeah,
was like, I can't do this.
yeah, yeah.
And some people just know that they're not meant to work for other people. So with most of us in my econ, we do both.
hmm
We manage both worlds because both of us are still W-2 employees. But over the last 6 years, it's amazing how the mindset kind of shifted without you even realizing that it shifted. You
hmm
know,
Yeah,
so I think that's important too. Having people on your team that's gonna remind you that you ain't gonna win. You ain't gonna win all of them. You ain't gonna
right.
pull everybody.
Yeah.
You still good.
You know what? I think, what I think at some point, me going to work every day, my business balances me to a point where I feel like there is some hope that I will be able to leave away from my job a lot sooner than what my
Right.
job want me to. Because right now I'm 22 years in. I probably got another 6 to 10 years to work based on my retirement age because I started
Okay.
young. So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
man, I think my business keeps me sane where I don't lose it at my job because you got to think about it. You know, you're on a fixed income once you top out. After so many years, like they're not gonna give you no more money, no more raises
Right.
coming. So it's like, like all my bills are here and the money I make is here. So it's like
Right.
you this, paycheck to paycheck thing, unless you start
You
paying
get
off some debt.
that
Yeah.
feeling.
Yeah,
It's
you're
that
just
feeling.
spending. So you got to figure out, how do I fix that? Well, let's pay off all this
Mhm.
debt that I've created over those years. Let's create some income, some investment income, and let's get some residual passive income from a business. And now you put more money in an investment account to retire a lot sooner than what their job wants you to do, because their job is going to get you. If you ain't putting no money away, they're going to get you for about 40 plus.
Right.
Easy, 40.
And then, I feel bad because so many Americans, when they do retire, when they hit that age where that number wise they can retire, they still don't have enough to live off of.
Yeah.
And it's like, especially if you're used to a certain lifestyle, you ain't got to be balling out of control, but, I feel like if you worked hard your whole life, when you retire, the last thing you should have to worry about is, you can't even call it paycheck to paycheck, really, because you're not working anymore. But I mean, it just seems like you got all that build up for what? To be stressed out until you
Yeah,
die?
exactly. And most people die. They get stressed out with the money that they're not making when they retire. They forced to go out and get another job, or they forced to go work for a company that got 18, 19-year-old telling them what to do. And they tell you, old timers, you're going to have to move, OG, you're going to have to move.
Right.
And they can't take it. So it's like, I'm preparing myself for that I don't have to be put in that situation,
Yeah. Again,
Yeah.
because it's I ain't trying to bring the room down, but it can be depressing because people can't even get excited about retiring because
Yeah.
they so worried about how they gonna make the ends meet.
I'm going to make it. Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that's one thing and I feel the same way. I feel like this I used to say I'm gonna be working till I die because I
Yeah.
kept cashing out retirement. So even when I get to the age, that didn't necessarily mean financially I was gonna be where I need to be. And I'm like,
Right.
if I'm not there, I'm just gonna have to still work. But
Yeah.
when I joined my econ and started looking more seriously into the investing part of it, which is where once I got the debt part down, the investment is where I'm at. And I feel like I need to be on like I'm playing catch up,
Mhm.
because I know a lot of people did start in their 20s. They've been like you've been at your company for over 20 years.
Right.
So if you've been steadily putting something in,
You okay?
obviously you've grown something. So
Hmm.
I'm feeling like, oh, I feel like I just started, because whenever
Right.
I started a new job, I think I rolled over one time, and that was since I turned 40.
Right. Yeah, and you know
So,
what? It's never too late. Hey, let's give a shout out to the older people that joined our company, My Econ. I think they may be in their 70s, and they created a six-figure income from home. I guess they were already retired, and they decided to go ahead and join this business because even
right.
when you retire, you're on a fixed income. But when you can
Yeah.
find another way to generate 100,000 a plus from the house at
Right.
70, 80 years old, you're doing it. Oh, you're doing it. So I just want to say shout out to all of the retirees and the older people that join My Econ, and that's living proof. It don't matter how old or how young you are. If you utilize these strategies with a little bit of money, a little bit of effort, and networking with other people, you can build a six-figure income from home outside of any job or any
Right.
retirement plan. So, hey man, shout out to the OGs in My Econ for giving us that
The
little bit of hope that
strategies.
even at an old age, you can build a business.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me read some of these comments because I know you're on your phone and you can't see them.
I can't see nothing.
Edward Smart says hello, Tony. Panda's
So,
got some comments in here. She said, this is a great conversation. Narrow it down to what drew you in and then share. Definitely, Panda.
yeah.
Because you're gonna be more passionate about that part.
Hmm. Hmm.
Let me see. Panda said, yes, so many people in my hospital I see come back to work after retirement. Is
Hmm.
that, and that's true. I'm in
Yeah.
healthcare too, and that is something you see a lot at the
Hmm.
hospitals because a lot of times, I know with when I was at UAB, there were so many different umbrellas. Like you didn't just work for UAB; it was different, and people
Contract.
would retire, and it's not always a bad thing. Some people get their time in early. They
Mhm.
don't touch their retirement, and they still early. Like I know people that were like 40s and
Right.
still working. They've retired. They came back under a different umbrella, and they balling.
Yeah.
But everybody don't have it like
Right.
that.
That luxury. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I'm not saying everybody wants to retire, because some people don't even want to. They like the work. They like to
Yeah.
stay busy.
They got
I've
it here.
always
Yeah.
said I just wanted to get to, when I get a certain age, I just want it to be optional. I don't want it to be required. Like
Gotta
if I
go.
want to tell somebody, well, I can give y'all 20 hours a week, then I want to be able to say that and live off of it and not stress.
Mhm. Mhm.
So, but yeah, this was a good conversation. This was so many people join, like you said, and then they don't know what to do next, and they don't know which direction to go, because, like you said, we do offer a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Like it depends on what road you want to go down. We focus on the travel. I know you talked about the travel. Lakivia, Lydia, I need to talk about the travel more, but I think because I haven't been nowhere, I need
Yeah.
to travel
Right.
so I can get motivated to talk about travel. Because I had somebody ask me, "Do you offer to travel too?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I
Yeah.
do. I just ain't been no, I haven't been nowhere, so I hadn't really been focusing a lot on that. But we got like so many businesses inside of the business that,
Mhm.
and which is a good thing, because everybody's personality is different. Everybody's drawn to different stuff. When I hear Lydia talk about their travel, she
You
makes
talking
me
about
feel like,
Lakivia?
well, Lakivia, and isn't the other young lady's name Lydia?
Lavonda.
Is it Lavonda?
Yeah, the
I'm
travel
sorry.
lady, travel
Yeah,
queen.
Thornton. Thornton.
Yeah, Lavonda.
I'm sorry. The
It's okay.
L's. I didn't rename you,
Yeah,
Lavonda. I'm sorry. I'm calling you Lydia. But
it's
when
okay.
I listen to her talk, it just seemed like this was tailor made for her.
It's
You know
passion.
what I
Her
mean?
passion speaks for her. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
So
all got a passion and a gift, and I'm telling you, it's like I might not know what my passion is. There's somebody say, "Man, you really into that?" I am, and I want you
right.
to feel my energy when I speak about it. So, like, I gotta. People don't realize we all got a gift inside of us. It's like you may not know what it is because it come natural. Like shout out to
I
Pandy, man. She
understand.
got the voice. She is
She
the
does.
voice, right? So everybody
She
got
does.
something special. And I just like being around people that's operating in that gift, man, because you can build a great team, a great foundation, and everybody winning. And that's what it's all about for me. Like I say, hell, I can go from $100 to $1 million. You're gonna get the same Tony, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? But if I can leave that job, I'm gonna have more energy. You talk about 2 or 3 postings a day, I'm going up. I got to because I know it's somebody out there I need to reach, somebody I can help,
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I told you before, for people like me who don't know what their gift is, you
Yeah.
can still do this.
Yeah, you should do. We gonna
Because it's
find.
so funny. Some people are natural musicians, some people are singers, some people are, just have their thing that it just glows. I
Yeah.
don't have, I haven't found, I got it. I don't know what
Yeah.
it is. Still looking.
Mhm.
But until I find it, man, you kind of got to know stuff in that back office.
You are expert,
I can
financial
do,
guru.
I can do something. I can read, I can listen, and I can learn.
Yeah.
So maybe my gift is listening and learning,
There you
because
go.
I'm gonna try to, like as the old folks say, I'm gonna try to learn y'all something too.
Okay.
While I learn. But I think for me, the part that I enjoy the most, and I'll be honest, it is the training, help breaking it down, helping people to understand what the business is and how it can help them. I like doing the videos. I'm so enjoying this challenge that we're doing with the girls.
I need
You
some
know,
hula hoopers. Where my hula hoopers at?
I suck at hula hooping, but I have had so much fun with doing the videos and editing. And y'all send some videos in. You know, there's so much junk out there. You know, we're trying to show the girls they can put something positive out there and still get attention, positive attention. You know, so much negative attention out there on social media and on the internet. And then the fact that they're getting physical exercise, because honey, when I was younger, their age, all we heard was get outside, go outside and play, going outside, let the fresh air hit you. These days, a lot of kids don't have that luxury. Because I would be honest with you, I'm not very trusting on letting my child go outside by herself. You know, and I had 3 brothers, so it was always somebody to play with. But it's a safety issue as far as like them going out and playing too. Sometimes if you don't have anybody to go with them, but with the whole hula hoop thing, they can do it in house. They can do it outside. We're getting to play around with the videos and stuff. So, and I just wish we could get more participation. So I've been sharing it everywhere. I shared it on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. Everywhere I got a link, I done shared it. So if y'all get tired of it, too bad, because I'm flooding the timeline.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. Because I feel like we should be able to share something positive and get some feedback too, and not just the negative stuff.
I feel you on that. Yeah, that's great.
I got some new videos coming because let me tell y'all, Tony and his wife Kia and their child that made me look bad.
Oh, and her granddad.
And her how old is her grandfather?
70-something. Old folk, get down.
Tony sent me the videos today, and I was like, this is what we not gonna do. I'm finna step my game up.
Bring it on.
Because my child is feeling so sorry for me that she almost quit. She was like, Mom, I'm not gonna hoop no more because I don't want you to be sad. I was like, don't count me out. Don't work on me. I'm gonna get it. But it's just gonna take me longer. But I got some more. I'm gonna get ready. So y'all gonna get to see Tony make me look bad, Kia make me look bad, granddad make me look bad. I don't care. Yeah. It's for the kids.
It's for the kids. Don't judge me. It's for the kids.
And the good part about it is that they're gonna keep it up for 5 days, and at the end of 5 days, we're gonna let them do something fun just for participating. So any other kids or grown folks that want to jump on, don't y'all let me look bad by myself. Please help me.
That's great.
Look
help her, Lord. Bless her heart. Bless her heart.
Look,
so, what our times looking like?
Parking lot, and she blew me out the water. We're at 48 minutes, so it's about time for us to wrap it up.
Okay.
But I have been enjoying that. So y'all look forward to seeing more videos. Please like, share, participate. Send us some videos so I can have some more editing to do. I'm gonna hook Tony's video up. He told me I gotta put him some manly music.
Yeah, make it manly.
So I guess I won't put no what's that, Ariana Grande or nothing like that.
Yeah, I don't need that. I don't even know who she is. Yeah, hook me up.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna get you right. I'm gonna get you right.
Okay.
But y'all gonna stop making me look bad.
It's gonna be all right. You're gonna get better. I know you will.
I'm gonna get better.
Okay. So look, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and close out because we always want to give people time to jump on our call with the founder of our company that teaches personal financial success. He breaks it down in the detail. Yeah, it starts at 8:00 Central. I'll be sharing on my page. So anybody interested in becoming a business owner, you can start for as little as $40 on the small package, and for as little as $99 on the big package. It covers travel membership, credit repair system inside of it. It has a debt elimination software and all of our strategies to get you wealthy, right? So again, Melissa, if you want to close out with something hot, man, to lead off before I close.
No.
You good? Okay. So look,
I want to thank. Yeah. I got nothing.
Okay, all right. So look, we want to thank you guys for tuning in with us on this Skill Sets to Asset. We have a lot going on in our business, man. We would love to have you to come on board with us so we can teach this information to other people. It's about educating people first. You know, everybody's not going to get it, but we are teaching the rules of the wealthy. We've learned it, and we just want to share it out to the world. So, with that being said, we want
One thing I
one
did
thing.
remember tomorrow night. Let's build and chill. If you're a legacy builder, are you gonna be free tomorrow night?
I'll be free.
Okay, so Wednesday night we've been trying to get it where anybody who's on our team or on our Facebook page, Legacy Builders, come in, ask questions, learn. We're gonna learn you something over there. So
Show them.
probably around 7 o'clock, but y'all know I'll be sending out the notification.
Okay,
I
great.
just remembered it. Sorry.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess
All right.
we'll close out. We'll see you guys on the next video feed.
All right.
All right.
I'm a practice hula hooping.
I got you.